What's up guys, this is Gerardo here. In this video I'm going to show you my pure Eldlich build. This is a build that went 4-1 at locals this weekend, and so I'll go about it in this video. So let me just go through it. Now first I'll start things off with the Eldlich and the Golden Land stuff. So obviously we got the two big boy here. We're running through Scarlet because if it's at 3, we're going to run it at 3. These are the only other two. So you never want to set White Destiny. Well, you actually never want to set Black Awakening unless you have to, just to get value out of there. I like Black Awakening because it's very proactive. I have experimented with 2 to 3. But right now I'm liking the one, and you know, I definitely want to max out on Scarlet. White Destiny is great. Ideally, when you're banishing on end phase any of the Golden Land cards, you always want to go for a Scarlet, and then this would take second place priority. And then if you're out or some emergency, or maybe you hard drew this, you know, it's just good to set the Black Awakening. So it is good just to have another name. So that's it for the Eldlich cards. Let me actually go into the Golden Land cards. So we run the 3 Cursed Eldland, and sometimes I'll just pitch it just to kind of fix my setup. And Eldlich players will kind of know what I mean. Sometimes you're just forced to kind of send it just to get your engine going. But if the longer it stays on field, then the more advantage you're going to get. It's always worth paying the 800, and absolutely worth it at 3. I don't see many people running Golden Land Forevers, but these were the MVPs. Like, honestly, it negated so many things. I stopped a DD Crow, I stopped Dino Miscus. I stopped so many things. I stopped a Shen from coming back. Like, so many instances where Golden Land Forever just saves the day, and honestly, like, having an Omni negate is very powerful. And obviously the Golden Land cards interact very well with these, because you don't want to be tributing the Golden Lord. You want to be tributing any of the the monster Golden Land cards. So ideally you would want to activate one of the Golden Land cards just so you can have the monster to tribute off of Golden Land Forever. Now, you might be noticing I'm running Guardian of the Golden Land. Most people run 3 Hakero and 0 of Guardian, but Guardian is crazy fire. He's a non-targeting 0. He's non-targeting, make an attack 0, and the defense is so good. It's 2,500 defense. And let me ask you, if you're asking me, Jerry, why are you running Golden Land, Guardian of the Golden Land? Like, what's up with this trash? But let me ask you, what do you pitch off of Cursed Eldland when it hits the grave? Normally you'd pitch a Hakero, but Hakero has a lot of value, depending on the matchup. So I like to run 2 Hakero and 2 Guardian, because honestly, if your opponent is playing Dragoon, then this is the perfect out to it. And if the opponent is not playing, a big beat stick kind of beat down deck, then, you want to send the Hakero. Like, I always alternate back and forth between which ones I want to set an Eldlich for, right? So if I'm prioritizing Hakero and banishing from their grave, I'll send this. But if I'm prioritizing, like, trying to get rid of their Dragoon, or trying to get rid of their Ark Rebellion, or some other, main deck kind of stuff, like, Guardian honestly has saved the day numerous times, and it's always good to prepare your deck for Dragoon. Dragoon, like, you want to deck build against the weaknesses of your deck, right? And if this deck can't really out Dragoon all that well, I'm main decking Guardians, so I have an option here. And of course, go out Golden Land Forever, negate Dragoon from coming out, the Anaconda and such. That's not all, because obviously we're running the non-targeting destruction 3 of these. Like, these I never send off of Cursed Eldland, and I only pitch them with Big Boy over here in the hand if I have to, because this will get your engine going, and honestly I think it's the best disruption, just destroying a card on your opponent's turn. So it's ideal to destroy a card and then negate a card by tributing the Conquistador, and then, you know, next turn on end phase, you'll be able to banish him and get some more value out of that. So that's it for the Eldlich section of the deck. We're good on time. So let's go over the trap lineup. So I'm main decking 3 Summon Limit because it hits every deck. Well, maybe not the Eldlich mirror match, but even if I'm going second, sometimes I'll side these out. But if I'm going second, then I feel very confident in being able to break their board, and having one of these out make sure that they won't be able to, bring it back up to snuff. So we're running 3 Solemn Strikes because effect negation is so strong this format. It's good going second. You can't exactly respond to it since it's a counter trap. Super strong. Absolutely love this card at 3. And we're running 2 Dogmatic Punishment, and obviously we're running Entis in the extra deck, of course. But this could be anything, to be honest. These are flex spots, and yeah, they're good siding out. So let's get into the 3 Torrential Tributes. These, honestly, are such huge blowout cards. I absolutely love running 3. I'd run more if I could. Maybe the Water Searcher. The Searcher's a Torrential Tribute. The only downside with that is that, there's not much synergy past that. So, not huge on that. So our random 1-ofs, sometimes we'll draw these, and it's awesome. Hopefully, we'll see them more, but, it is what it is. You can't search unless you're running Pot of Prosperity. Speaking of, we're running 3 Pot of Extravagance. You might be asking, well, why aren't these Prosperities? Well, to be honest, I like Pot of Prosperity. I think it's an awesome card, but I'm on these 3 Extravagances because, a +1 going first or going second, like the first game, this is always going to be great, right? I can imagine Pot of Prosperity being really good, post side when you're trying to dig into your side, trying to bring out those Lancias or, whatever your answer to Dragoon is, right? Because that's going to be running wild this format. So getting a +1, for the cost, I'm way happy with the Pot of Extravagances. Pot of Prosperities are nice, but I don't think they're necessary. I'll take the +1, to be honest. Now, we're running 2 Foolish Barrow Goods. Now, no Eldlich lists are running these for some reason. It's pretty odd because this card is awesome. What it does is, it basically says, set any of your Eldlich traps from your deck to the field. Literally, it's so good. And I use it to kind of fix, whatever I'm missing. If I'm missing a Conquistador, or if I'm missing a Scarlet Sanguine, I'll Foolish, like a Guardian, for example, and in end phase, I'll set the Scarlet, right? Or vice versa. Sometimes I'll send the Black Awakening, and then I'll set, whatever I want, Golden Land Forever, for example, or, Conquistador, or Hakera, or a Guardian of the Golden Land. But, yeah, and then we're on those 3 Ash Blossoms because it's the best hand trap this format. It hits everything. And to be honest, I usually hold it for, let's say I'm playing Bird Up or whatever it is. I'll make sure to Ash that Wind Barrier statue. Not that it affects this deck all that much, but it's still pretty annoying. You want to get rid of that. And, obviously you want to stop Dragoon from even seeing the field. But Ash just hits everything. It's beautiful. It's perfect. And, yeah, really happy with this lineup. So let's get into the extra deck. Now, you're thinking, the extra deck, what does it even matter? Because, we're running Pot of Extravagances. Well, it does matter because you do want to have some sort of utility. Let's say one of your Golden Land traps stays on the field along with a Golden Lord. You would want to link that away at least into Nightmare Cerberus or Phoenix or whatever. And I have this guy because he actually does come up. All he requires is 3 different names. And this is a Dragoon in and of itself. If you use Eldlich to summon it, then it can't be targeted, it can't be destroyed, it has non-targeting removal, it can end, people's turns. He's super strong. So many times, I brought him out to get rid of, let's say the Dragoon was at 4K, and, my Eldlich couldn't get over it. Well, I'll just bring out this guy and, lo and behold, he just banishes, and it's amazing. I mean, I know it's a little bit pricey, and the extra deck is not all that important if I'm being honest, but it's good to have as much utility as you can with Eldlich. So I feel like the extra deck is just like the cherry on top, right? So you don't really need anything in here because you're banishing it most of the time, you know, with your extravagance. But it really is that sweet cherry on top. And I'll kind of explain some of the reasonings here. So Antis, of course, we're running Dogmatic Punishment. Imduke, he's great because we can link away any of our golden land traps that turn into monsters. This could be anything, but it does use 2 zombies. I've never used the effect to send another golden man from deck to grave, but you know, I'll link off into him, and that gets you know, the Godfather in the grave, and I'll be able to, you know, use his effect again. I don't know why I run this, but I suppose because of the level 5 traps, and I can normal summon an Ash Blossom. Worst comes to worst. This shouldn't even be in here because it requires 2 effect monsters. This is the only thing that I actually go into some of the time, and of course Lieb, in order for, you know, to finish off the opponent, you know, in quick, prompt, you know, fashion. I don't think I've ever gone into Unicorn or this, and Pleiades is the only one I go into some of the time if I end up with, you know, 2 level 5 traps on the field. So this has been the Eldlich deck profile, guys, and I'm not going to show the side in this video, but I will show the side if, you know, if I get some likes and subscribes, you know. So I'm new to this, but I'm super hype about Yu-Gi-Oh! I love playing the game. I'll keep bringing deck profiles. And if you guys are interested in some other content, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. You'll see a lot more cool stuff. So my name is Gerardo, and make sure to like and subscribe. I don't know if I mentioned that. See you soon.